Howdy folks, Bairdos here with another Final Fantasy XI event guide. This time around it's the Summer Alter Ego Extravaganza. This has been running since August 1st and will end on August 31st. Who's available and where do you get them? Are they any good? I'll answer all of these questions to the best of my ability in the coming video, as well as giving any insight into each trust as I can. So let's get to it. Let's start this one off in the past then, shall we? As you can see, that's where I am. 6 available, 2 in each nation, so let's start in this here Bastock market to be precise. And we are after Shyne. Here we are next to Shyne, and for those that want to see, Shyne is on the bridge, the Kulat's bridge. So, Shyne has 2 trusts available for 1,000 allied notes each. Firstly, we have Elvira, who is a ranged DD that uses a gun, but not just any gun, uses Anniversary, so as you'd hope, has access to the relic weapon skill Coronach. She uses, as expected, ranger moves and likes to throw in a little berserk here and there. Still haven't used her all that often, but she may be worth a look in any range heavy setup. Let's just go ahead and buy that. The other offering is Maximilian, a DD that can't wait to weapon skill, and will do so as soon as he can. He dual wields swords and has Treasure Hunter 1. I, however, have never been impressed with him whenever I've summoned him, but he's certainly a different option for any treasure hunter needs you may have. Personally, he has always been a massive letdown, because he was always such a powerhouse in campaign battles back in the Wings of the Goddess expansion days. But when I first saw that he was a trust, I was really excited, only to be so epically let down when he was so poor. I mean, he might be different now, they have tweaked a lot of trusts since I first used them, but he was such a disappointment I haven't went back. So, Doria next. And in Doria we must speak to Shixo, who again has 2 for us to potentially purchase, and again both for 1,000 allied notes each. First of which is Noilery, a Sam in all the right ways aside from damage. The weapon skill till there's nothing left to weapon skill, even going as far as the solo 4-step light skill chains when Sekinoki is available. Certainly an offensive mage's dream for leveling, I reckon, and even CPing. Tends to prefer using Tachi Kaiten, the relic great katana weapon skill as well, which you'll be noticing a trend about these trusts having access to these relic weapon skills. Let's just go ahead and buy that. The other from Shixo is Leonine. Sorry, Leonine. Always pronounce that wrong. A Dark Knight who does look exactly like you'd expect a Dark Knight to look. He'll cast Ice Spikes as well as Blizzaga 1 to 3, uses a greatsword and has access to the weapon skill Spine Chiller, which has a slight chance to terror an enemy. Doesn't wait for skill chains though, as soon as he's ready to go, he goes. Also has a really nice permanent Blizzard effect, so he's another one that is extremely useful at low levels, alongside Ruja Jean and his Fire effect. Imagine both of them will absolutely trounce low level enemies. And now that we have them, it's off to the final location in the past, and that is Windurst. And finally for the past, we're in Windurst Waters to see Shuvo, who is located right about here, right next to, again, the home point crystal. 1,000 allied notes is again the price, 2 trusts, again the offerings. First off, a Beastmaster by the name of Lu Akaraka. Sadly, no beast pets are summoned by this trust, so what exactly is their point? Yeah. And our final offering in the past is Pail, Black Mage who loves to nuke with absolutely everything. Has a lot of fast cast, will magic burst anything he can, and also gets access to the staff relic weapon skill and its aftermath of 8 MP per tick, so will regenerate some of that MP fairly quickly, and he will burn through that MP a hell of a quickly. Uses single target nukes up to tier 5, Agas to tier 3, and Ajas, as well as ancient magics like Tornado and Flare. Worth a pickup for any mass killing that needs done, but can be a link magnet due to this. Also has the strange tendency to die pretty fast, which I can't honestly say I know why. And that's you for the past. Aside from, we do have one other trust to mention, and that's Vana'diel. I've left him until last because he can, and should really, be obtained for free through the Records of Eminence Trust quests, which I will show you right now through the tutorial. Basics. There, Alter Ego. After you've done Call Forth and Alter Ego, you get Alter Ego Vana'diel. That is how simple it is to get. You do not need to spend anything on getting him. So yeah, there is zero need to spend 2000 allied notes to get him at any Sigil guard in the past. But if for some reason you wanted to spend the 2000 allied notes, that is how you would do it. Regarding Vana'diel, he's a tank and a thumping good one at that. Solid at keeping hate, uses flash and provoke to maintain it, and can also cure up to cure 4, and uses Savage and Uriel Blade, both of which can be very nice. You'll also use Sentinel when the moment calls for it. Just remember, do not spend notes on him. In the present day now, and not to be left out of the fun, Signet Gate Guards can bestow upon you either of the two following trusts for 1000 conquest points each. They are in the common items category. And first off, Tenzin, who is very much in the same boat as Vana'diel, can and should be obtained through the Records of Eminence Trust quests for free. He's a samurai, in case you have not done Chains of Promethea or the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel missions, or had somehow forgotten all about him. All his weapon skills are named differently than their normal names, but you'll know them by their animation if you've done anything with Sams. He's alright, but you've probably got better. The other option is Kuki Chibuki, another black mage who also gets to use single target elemental spells up to tier 5, Agas to tier 3, and Ajas. However, he will only use spells matching the current day, so that could be a bad move if you're not paying attention. Say you're fighting on Water's Day against something that absorbs water. Very bad. One thing to note though is that when summoned alongside Maki Chibuki and Chiruki, all three can cast Meteor together, which you can also join in with, so certainly something worth trying at least once. Another ranged DD next up, this time from the Peacekeepers Coalition in Eastern Adelan. From the lovely Ujle Zaleko, you'll find right at the very bottom a cipher of Margaret's Alter Ego. She can be added to our ranks for the small sum of 2000 bailed, as you can see there. Margaret will stay out of melee range as best she can. Weapon skills aren't anything to shout about, but she does have some hell of a smart AI that can't be said about most other trusts, in that she'll hold TP if an enemy drops below a certain amount of HP so as not to waste it. Even more impressive is that if she activates Barrage and the threshold is past that same HP threshold for weapon skills, she'll just straight up stop attacking, again, so as not to waste it. If only this AI was in place for TP usage on other trusts, that would be fantastic. Yeah, certainly one I'm going to try. I said this the last time I'd done a video that involved Margaret, but certainly one I'm going to try the next time I fight bats. Our fourth last trust now, and she hails from Atargan. Millie Aliapo is who can be bought from any Imperial Gate Guard or Sanction Giver for 2,000 Imperial standing. You go into spend credits, you go to common items, you go to the second page, and she's right at the very bottom. As with Vana'diel and Tenzin, Millie can be obtained through the Records of Eminence Trust quests, so save your Imperial standing. I really didn't want to actually include Argon even in this video, but I do like having the information there regardless. But yeah, seriously, save your Imperial standing, you can still make money from it. Millie herself is a white mage who loves to smack things about the head with her mace. Spells wise, she's a rare white mage that will use Afflatus Solus, which grants a stone skin effect to whoever she cures equal to a percentage of the potential cure. It's very, very handy. She'll also use Nah spells, Slow and Paralyze, alongside the expected cures 1 to 6, Protect and Ra, Shell and Ra up to 5. A great choice for your white mage if AoE damage is not a threat. Next, we're off to Abyssinia, where for 5,000 crore from any crore prospector, we have Yokum. But again, he is one you can get for free from the Records of Eminence quests, so don't spend your crore on him. Yokum is a bard by trade who will bestow upon you gifts of Blade Madrigal, Carnage Elegy, Victory March, Mage's Ballad 1 to 3, as well as throwing out cures up to 4, and also some Nah spells. For those like myself not bard minded, his bard songs are Increased Accuracy, Decreased Enemy Attack Speed, Increased Ally Attack Speed, and Refresh. He'll cast what he feels is most suited. If you're missing a lot, have some accuracy. Mage having MP issues, refresh for everyone, that sort of idea. He also throws pebbles, so there's that. Very useful support trust, so definitely worth a look if you want to attack faster and want your enemy to attack slower. And our final two, much like the last time I covered this campaign, come from any Records of Eminence vendor and cost 500 sparks each. So Eternal Flame. Nope, not in there. They have their own section, the trust section. So, first off, as you can see, it's the Galkan White Mage Ferris Coffin, an albino in more than just race and job. He can cast Raise on party members. Aside from this, and the fact he has access to the Relic Club and its weapon skill, there's nothing special about this white mage, aside from his sucky MP pool. Rounding out this extravaganza of trustiness, we have Gilgamesh, the withered old samurai from Norg. He'll hold TP until 2000, waiting for a skill chain, but if that doesn't come, he'll burn his TP. If he happens to have Sekinoki available, he'll self-skill chain. That's always handy. And that's that, your Summer Alter Ego Extravaganza 2018 breakdown. I hope you found this video to be at least somewhat helpful. If you have, leaving a like or a comment telling me so would be muchly appreciated. If you want to see more guides like these, or more Final Fantasy XI content in general, please do subscribe. I upload plenty of Final Fantasy XI content, and there's always a new video every day. For now though, I've been Bairdos. He's been Jimmy Bonsai. Thanks very much for watching. Take it easy. Adios.